It's Vogue delivery day. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, don't worry, I'm back, and this is June. We have Cartier. I absolutely love this ring because I love the spikiness. I think it's modern. I think it's really up to date. We're moving away from organic shapes and we're going into more geometric shapes. Now, I saw a really interesting reel the other day where a guy was talking about using AI in imagery for jewellery, and he actually used this as an example. This kind of AI, we know it's not real. We know there is not a panther climbing along a building. Gucci, Omega. Omega's always at the front. We have some Van Cleef. Very typical Van Cleef with this greeny teal colour in the background. Not sure what the berries are. Oh, it's because it's a nod to the little beads on the bracelets. I don't like it. More. Tiffany, but Tiffany have moved away from that clear background, just a product shot, to actually having models. I have a theory about this, that more jewellery brands are going to start using faces to actually show off their jewellery because it grabs our attention a little bit more than not. But in rose gold, how are we feeling about rose gold these days? Graff. Here we go. Here is some high fine jewellery from a proper jewellery house, dare I say it. Yellow diamonds, colourless diamonds. I won't fib, those earrings look like they are not on her ears. That's craftsmanship. That is something to be proud of. We're going straight to De Beers. Guys, this is more jewellery in a Vogue issue than I have seen in quite some time. But again, it's floral. This is the Lotus, so it's got a lot of negative space. It's got diamond satin bezel settings, that's metal going all the way around. And then you've got that vintagey kind of ornate grain setting style. Platinum too. I've said this before and I will say this again. Ariana, what are you doing? Sorry, this does not belong in Vogue. We know you could do better. Are those rings actually on her fingers? Should we have an AI edition of this video? Jewellery and watches special. Oh my lord. Look at that. Now I know that's not to everyone's taste, but that is hard to create. It has baguette cut diamonds going around in this sort of cuff necklet. Now putting baguettes like that is really difficult because each rectangular stone is like this, but then equally each rectangular stone is moving in that semicircle around the neck. That is not easy work. Tiaras. I don't even think I'm going to show you these tiaras. More tiaras. That's not diamonds. Pearls, again floral with negative space. Whoa, more bangles. Again, we're going geometric, harsh, cold, parallel lines. I feel like we're going very statement at the moment with our jewellery. Chunky, chunky, chunky. That's really interesting. So of course in the 70s, we wore lots of very big jewellery. It was to show off wealth. Let's be honest, it was to show off wealth. Are we going back that way? I feel like this is where I'm going to speed you up. Who's this? Declan Rice. I have no idea who that is, but I will look at the pictures of him. This is just giving old money. Is this where we're going? We're going for big shows of wealth, old money backdrops. How many doggies can you have? Is this a sign of the times? Gone is the clean girl aesthetic. Gone is the midwife aesthetic. We are now old money, but big old money. Jewellery designer profiles, my favourite place in the whole magazine. And we have paper link chain necklaces. We still have chunky jewellery. We have, this is interesting, we have vintage styles. This is what you would expect when you get an heirloom ring, but actually that is a brand new engagement ring. It's just been created in the fashion of you going and searching for an antique piece. Clever, clever, clever. Bit too blobby and organic for me. This, of course, we've seen this everywhere. This is all over your Pinterest, all over your Instagram. Look at these little faces of mystical creatures, but not chunky yellow, it's chunky white. I particularly love this at the moment. Now, remember, gold prices have gone up. Gold is extortionate right now. So this is also a sign of wealth, having all that gold on show. You know I love the wedding section. Adore that picture. Sydney-based photographer, Ashley May. Well done, Ashley May. That's the only photo that caught my eye. Sorry if anyone I know has a picture, but I didn't notice. Little dog. And babies. And then let's close it out with Louis Vuitton. Normally jewellery goes on the back. Did you know that? Normally it's jewellery because the jewellery houses have more spend, so they will pay for that back sheet. Actually, I'm going to say Vogue did pretty well on the jewellery front because it was a jewellery and watches special. A lot of yellow gold still. However, we are getting our watches back in the white metals, chunky jewellery back in the white metals. I still can't get over this. I can't bear turning the page and seeing that. Equally, craftsmanship like this. Wonderful. Don't think we needed a section on tiaras though. That's June's edition of Vogue.